My beloved, I see the path you have walked, the countless days when your heart questioned if I still whispered your name in the silence. I know the heaviness that wrapped around your soul when hope felt like a fragile thread ready to break. But even in those moments, when the night seemed endless and the echoes of doubt tried to drown out every promise, I was there. I have never left your side, not even for a single heartbeat. Every breath you took when you felt like the world was collapsing around you was sustained by my hand. I have watched you press forward when your strength was gone. I have seen the tears you could not explain, the battles you fought in the unseen. And I want you to know that none of it has been wasted. You are stepping into something new, a season unlike anything you have known before. I am not speaking of mere change or surface adjustments, but of a deep, divine transformation that touches every part of who you are. I have been shaping your roots beneath the surface, preparing you to carry the weight of what I have planned. For you, what felt like delay was never denial. It was my hand crafting a foundation strong enough to hold the outpouring that is coming. The soil beneath you is alive with the seeds of promises I planted long before you could see them. Even when everything seemed barren, I was working in the unseen, weaving beauty from the fragments of your story. Do not fear the unknown, for I am already there. I have gone ahead of you, clearing the way, aligning connections, opening doors that no one can shut. I am not asking you to understand every step of this journey, only to trust me. Trust is not about having clarity for every moment, but about resting in the knowledge that I am who I say I am. My love for you is unshakable, and my plans for you are not fragile. I am not limited by your past mistakes, by your doubts, or by the voices that tell you that you cannot move forward. When I speak life, nothing can silence it. When I declare a new season over you, no obstacle can stand against what I have ordained. There is a shift happening even now. Can you sense it? The ground beneath your feet is softening. The walls that once felt immovable are beginning to crumble. I am restoring what was lost and breathing new life into places that have long felt desolate. You are not who you used to be, and you are not defined by the pain you have walked through. Those wounds, those moments that seemed to break you, are becoming the very places where my glory will shine the brightest. I have turned your pain into a doorway, and through it, you will see the beauty of what I have been building all along. Beloved, this transformation is not cosmetic. It is not a mere return to what once was. I am not piecing together broken fragments to make them look whole again. No, I am creating something entirely new. You are stepping into an identity that is rooted not in what you have done, but in who I am. You will walk with a strength that does not come from striving but from resting in my presence. You will see joy rise again. Joy that is not dependent on circumstances but flows from a well that cannot run dry. Let go of the timelines you have built in your mind. Release the comparisons that have weighed you down. Your path is not meant to look like anyone else's, for I have written a story for you that is unlike any other. Every chapter, even the ones filled with pain, has been held in my hands. I have guarded what you thought was wasted. I have nurtured the dreams that seemed buried, and I am calling them to life once more. There is no mistake that has removed you from my plan. You have not missed your moment. The enemy may have tried to convince you that you have gone too far or failed too much, but my grace is deeper than your flaws. I am not looking at you with disappointment. I am looking at you with the eyes of a father who knows the fullness of who you are and who you are becoming. I see beyond the scars and the fear. I see the beauty I placed within you before the world had the chance to tell you otherwise. Do you feel it now? The stirring within your spirit, the quiet sense that something is awakening. That is me. I am breathing life into your heart, reviving what you thought was gone forever. Even in the waiting, you have been growing. Even in the silence, I have been speaking. My voice does not always come like thunder. Sometimes it comes as a gentle whisper, reminding you that I am near. The time of wandering is ending. You will not walk in circles anymore, searching for answers that leave you empty. I am the answer you have been seeking. I am the peace that quiets the noise around you. I am the love that holds you when everything else feels uncertain. You have been waiting for a sign, for something to tell you that it is time to move forward. This is that moment. I am declaring over you now. Rise. Step into what I have prepared. Step into the fullness of the identity I have given you. Do not carry the weight of fear into this new chapter. Fear has no place where my perfect love reigns. Lay it down at my feet. Lay down the lies that say you are not enough. The shame that whispers that you cannot be free. I have already broken the chains. I have already paid the price for your freedom. All that is left for you is to receive it. You are mine, and nothing can separate you from my love. This new season is not about striving or proving yourself worthy. It is about surrender. It is about trusting that my grace is sufficient, that my plans are higher than yours, and that my timing is always perfect. Do not despise the waiting, for it has shaped you in ways you cannot yet see. What looked like delay was actually preparation. What felt like silence was me strengthening your spirit, teaching you to listen for my voice in the stillness. You are ready now. You may not feel ready, but I have equipped you with everything you need. The same power that raised life from the grave is at work within you. You will see doors open that no one else could open. You will see rivers flow through deserts, life springing up in places you thought were dead. This is who I am. I make all things new, and I am making you new even now. Lift your head, beloved. Do not let the shadows of the past keep your eyes from the light I am shining on your future. You are stepping into a season of divine alignment. What once felt impossible will become the very testimony of my faithfulness. You will see that nothing was wasted. Every tear, every prayer, every moment of pressing forward has brought you here. And here is where I meet you, where I remind you that you are never alone, beloved. Even now, as you listen, I am surrounding you with my presence like a soft mantle of light that no darkness can pierce. You have walked through storms that tried to define you, yet none of them had the final word. My word is final, and my word over your life is restoration, renewal, and unshakable hope. I know the days when your heart longed for clarity, when questions circled your mind like restless winds. But I have been in every question, weaving answers that go beyond what words can capture. I have not ignored your prayers. I have been shaping them into something greater, something eternal, something that will outlast every fleeting shadow of doubt. Your heart has carried burdens that felt too heavy, but even those burdens were never yours to carry alone. Every weight, every silent ache, I have felt it as if it were my own. For I am within you and around you. I am not a distant God watching from afar. I am closer than your breath, nearer than the pulse in your veins. When you thought you were walking alone, it was my hand holding you steady. When the silence of the night felt too loud and your tears fell without answers, I was there, gathering each one as a precious testimony of your faith. Nothing you have endured has been unseen. Nothing you have walked through has been wasted. I call you now into deeper waters, into a trust that is not built on what you see, but on who I am. The world around you may still look the same, but I tell you this, everything has shifted in the unseen. Heaven has already moved on your behalf. Angels have been sent, doors are unlocking, and chains you could not break on your own are falling even now. The landscape of your soul is changing, and what once felt barren will bloom again. This is not a promise of mere survival. This is a promise of flourishing. You will not just endure, you will rise with strength that does not come from your own striving, but from my spirit flowing through you like a river that cannot run dry. Do not let the whispers of fear or the weight of comparison steal this truth from you. What I am doing in your life is not dependent on the approval or understanding of others. My plans for you are sacred, unique, and tailored to the calling I placed within you long before time began. You do not have to fit into the molds the world tries to create. You are already shaped by my hands. Every curve of your story, every scar, every moment of weakness, I use it all as a canvas for my glory. What others may have seen as failure, I see as the soil of transformation. The voice of doubt will try to remind you of your past, of the times you stumbled, of the moments when you thought you lost faith. But hear me clearly, nothing in your past has the power to define your future. My grace is stronger than your mistakes. My love is louder than your shame. I have already written redemption into every line of your story. Where you see ashes, I see the spark of new beginnings. Where you feel empty, I am pouring out fullness. Where you feel unworthy, I am covering you with a love so vast that no failure can undo it. Beloved, let go of the need to understand everything right now. You do not have to know every detail of what I am building. You only need to stay close to me. My presence will lead you even when the path is unclear. Trust is not about seeing every step ahead. Trust is about knowing that I will never let you fall. I have carried you through valleys you thought would consume you, and I will lead you to mountaintops where the air is clear and the view is wide. But even on the mountains, remember that I am not only found in the heights, I am with you. In every place, in every season, there is a fire I am igniting within you, a fire not of destruction but of refining. It burns away the lies, the fear, the doubt, and leaves behind a purity of heart that reflects my image. You have prayed for change, and now I am answering with transformation. Not the kind that fades, but the kind that leaves a lasting mark. The kind that reshapes everything you thought you knew about who you are and what you are capable of in me. You are not small, not forgotten, not insignificant. You are my beloved child, and I have chosen you for such a time as this. Even the waiting, as painful as it has been sacred. I have been teaching you to hear my whisper in the stillness, to find my heart in the quiet places. The world shouts, but I speak in a voice that calms storms. When everything around you seems uncertain, my word remains unshakable. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. My promises do not change with the seasons. My love for you does not falter when you falter. I am steady when you are not. I am faithful when your faith feels small. I am strong when you feel weak. Beloved, you have wondered why the path has been so hard. You have questioned if you missed something, if you did something wrong, if you took the wrong turn. But hear me, you are exactly where I need you to be. Even the detours, even the moments that felt like failure, I have used them to shape you, to prepare you for what is ahead. Nothing is wasted in my hands. Even the pain, the heartbreak, the loss, it is being woven into a story that will shine brighter because of the darkness it overcame. You will see one day that the places you thought were dead were actually the soil where I planted the deepest roots. You are not defined by what you lost, but by what I am giving you now. And what I give is not fragile. It cannot be stolen or destroyed by the storms of life. My gifts are eternal, and when I open my hand, no one can close it. You will see restoration, not just of what was, but of what could have been that goes beyond your imagination, beyond your dreams, beyond what you thought was possible. I am not just giving back, I am multiplying where you thought you would see just a glimmer of hope. You will see overflowing joy. Step into this newness with courage. Beloved, you do not have to bring the weight of the past with you. Let it go. Let every fear, every regret, every disappointment fall away like the leaves of a season that has ended. What I have for you now is fresh, alive, vibrant with promise. You will not be the same, because you were never meant to stay the same. Growth is my gift to you. Change is my way of making room for what is greater. And though change can feel like loss at times, it is always, in my hands, a doorway to life. I am with you in every step, every breath, every heartbeat. You will never walk alone. When the road feels heavy, lean on me. When your strength fails, let mine carry you. When your voice falters, let my spirit speak for you. You are never abandoned. You are never without help. Heaven stands with you, and my angels guard you on every side. The battles you cannot see are already won in my name. The fears that try to whisper in the night have no power here, for I have declared my light over you, and darkness must flee. Beloved, this is not just a new chapter, it is a new story. You are stepping into something that is not defined by your past seasons, but by my eternal promise. You are becoming who I created you to be. You are stepping into the fullness of my design. And as you walk forward, you will see that nothing was wasted. Every moment of pain, every tear, was all leading to this. The time of waiting is over. The time of rising is here. Walk with your head lifted, for you are my beloved, chosen and loved beyond measure. I have not forgotten you. I have not forsaken you. I have called you by name, and you are mine. Beloved, listen to me, for my words are not fleeting echoes but living seeds that fall into the soil of your heart, destined to grow into life and light. You may feel the tremors of change stirring beneath the surface, and though it feels unfamiliar, it is not something to fear. Transformation rarely arrives with comfort. It often comes like the quiet breaking of dawn, gentle yet unstoppable, illuminating what has long been hidden. I am moving in the depths of your soul, weaving together threads of healing, restoration, and purpose that will form a tapestry far more beautiful than anything you imagined. I have watched you wrestle with the weight of unspoken dreams, the ache of promises you feared had slipped from your grasp. I tell you now, nothing I have spoken over your life is lost. My words do not return empty. They carry power, and their fulfillment is not hindered by time or circumstance. The waiting that you have endured has not been a punishment, but a preparation. You have been in the shadows, yes, but not because you were forgotten. The shadows were the places where I shaped you, where I whispered truths to your heart, where I taught you to listen beyond the noise. The world will often mistake waiting for weakness, but I see it as strength. Every moment you trusted me despite the silence, every time you lifted your eyes to me when fear tried to weigh you down, I saw it. I held those moments close. Your faith, even when it felt small, was never unnoticed. Like a candle in the darkness, it burned brighter than you knew, guiding you forward, step by step, even when you could not see the way. Now, beloved, I am lifting the veil. The horizon before you is not barren, but brimming with promise. You are not the same as you were in seasons past. You have been refined in ways you cannot yet comprehend. The pain you thought would break you has become the very soil where I have planted new life. The tears you cried in secret have watered the seeds of joy that will soon bloom. I am not merely restoring what was lost. I am creating something new, something far greater than the former things. Can you feel it? The stirring of hope that you thought had faded. That is my spirit within you, breathing life into the places that felt lifeless. I am awakening your heart to dream again, to see beyond what is visible, to believe in the impossible. Do not let the failures of yesterday define the possibilities of today. I am not looking at you through the lens of your mistakes. I see you through the lens of redemption, covered by grace, held by love that has no end. Beloved, I know the voices that have tried to tell you otherwise. I know the lies that have whispered you are not enough, that your story is too broken, that your future is too uncertain. But I tell you this, those voices are not mine. My voice calls you beloved, chosen, redeemed. My voice tells you that you are more than your past, more than the battles you have fought, more than the scars you carry. Those scars are not signs of defeat. They are marks of survival, of victory, of the places where my strength carried you, when you had none left. Do not be afraid of the newness I am bringing. Yes, it will stretch you. Yes, it will challenge the walls you have built for your protection. But those walls were never meant to keep my love out. I am breaking through the barriers that fear built, tearing down the lies that have held you captive, and setting you free to walk in the fullness of who I created you to be. Freedom may feel unfamiliar at first, but it is what your soul was always meant for. There is a rhythm to my timing, beloved, and though it has felt slow to you, it has been perfect. Every delay you perceived was a moment where I was aligning things on your behalf. There are connections, opportunities, and blessings that you could not have received before now because they were not yet ready, or you were not yet ready to hold them. But now, the time has come. The ground beneath you has been softened by waiting. The seeds I planted have taken root. The season of hiddenness is giving way to a season of unveiling. Lift your head and see with new eyes. Do not look back with regret but forward with anticipation. What lies ahead is not a repeat of the past. This is a new story, a new song, a new chapter that I am writing with you. It is filled with hope, with healing, with joy that does not fade when the storms come. For my joy is not like the joy the world offers. It is not fragile or fleeting. It is anchored in eternity, in the unchanging truth that I am with you. I am not asking you to strive. Beloved, I am not calling you to earn what I freely give. All I ask is that you trust me. Trust me when the path curves. Trust me when the next step is unclear. Trust me when your heart feels weary. Trust is not about having every answer, but about resting in the knowledge that I am good, that I am faithful, that I will not fail you. My hand is steady even when the world feels unsteady. My love is constant even when your faith wavers. Beloved, you have not disqualified yourself. You have not fallen too far or waited too long. My grace covers every gap, every delay, every failure. I do not measure your worth by your successes or your mistakes. You are mine, and that is enough. Nothing can separate you from my love, not your past, not your fears, not even your doubts. My love is relentless, pursuing you even in the moments you try to run, holding you even when you feel unworthy to be held. Do you see the dawn breaking? Do you feel the warmth of new light? This is the sign of the new season I have spoken over you. It is not a distant promise. It is here, now. Every step you take is on holy ground because I am with you. You are not walking into this newness alone. I go before you, I walk beside you, and I guard your path from behind. I am the beginning and the end, the author and the finisher of your story. There will be moments ahead when fear tries to rise, when uncertainty tries to creep in. But remember this, I have not brought you this far to leave you. I have not planted dreams in your heart to watch them wither. I have not spoken life over you to let death have the final word. My promises are yes and amen. They do not falter. They do not expire. What I have begun in you, I will complete. Beloved, I am inviting you to step boldly into this moment, to leave behind the shadows of what was and embrace the light of what is coming, to believe again, to hope again, to trust that I am making all things new. Your story is not over. In fact, it is only beginning. The chapters ahead will be filled with grace upon grace, with joy that rises like the sun after the longest night, with peace that surpasses understanding. I am with you. I have always been with you, and I will never let you go. Beloved, I have seen every turn of your heart, every battle that raged quietly behind your smile, every night when you whispered prayers you weren't sure I could hear. I heard them all. Every sigh, every trembling hope, every fragile yes, none of it was lost. To me, I have walked with you through valleys you thought would never end, holding your heart close when it felt too heavy to carry. I have been there in every moment, even when you thought the silence meant I was far away. The silence was never absence, it was the space where I was working the deepest miracles, shaping you with a love that could not be shaken by the storms. I know there have been times when the waiting felt like a wilderness, a place where nothing grew and every step seemed to echo into emptiness. But even in the wilderness, I was watering seeds you could not see. The ground beneath you has been alive with my promises, preparing to bloom in a way that will take your breath away. What you thought was stillness was the sacred pause before a symphony begins. And now the first notes are rising. The season you are stepping into will not be a mere continuation of the past, it will be something entirely new, marked by my faithfulness and power. I am calling you to trust this newness, even when it feels unfamiliar. Let go of the fear that clings to what was. Let go of the belief that your best days are behind you. Beloved, I am not a God of decline. I am a God of increase, of abundance, of glory upon glory. What lies ahead of you is not a shadow of what once was, but a fulfillment of what I have always intended. You have only glimpsed fragments of my plans, but I am unfolding them now, and you will see that nothing was wasted. Even the seasons of loss and confusion were shaping you for this moment. Lift your eyes to me and see how I have gone before you. I have prepared the way, smoothing out the rough places, opening doors that no one can close. There are opportunities ahead that you could not have reached on your own, but I have set them in place for you. This is not because of your perfection or performance, but because of my promise and my love. I delight in giving good gifts to my children, and I have been holding these gifts for the perfect moment. That moment is now. Beloved, I am breathing life into places that have long been silent. Dreams that you buried because you thought they were too impossible, too far gone, they are rising again, not because of your striving, but because of my spirit at work within you. I am awakening hope where it has long slept, joy where sorrow has lingered too long, and courage where fear once had a stronghold. You are not the same as you were yesterday. You are being remade, renewed, refined. This is not a surface change. This is a transformation that reaches into the deepest layers of your being. I am not asking you to understand it all. Understanding will come in time, but right now I am asking for your trust. Trust that I am good. Trust that I have not brought you this far to leave you. Trust that my plans for you are greater than the plans you once made for yourself. You may not see the full picture yet, but I see it all. I see how every piece fits together, how every chapter of your story leads to this moment and beyond. I see beauty where you see brokenness. I see wholeness where you see fragments. I see a masterpiece in the making, and that masterpiece is you. May feel unworthy of this love, of this transformation, but let me remind you, my love for you is not based on worthiness. It is based on who I am. I love you because I am love. Nothing you have done or failed to do can change that. Nothing can separate you from my love, not your mistakes, not your doubts, not your fears. I chose you long before you knew my name, and I will never unchoose you. You are mine, and I will not let you go. Beloved, there will be moments in this new season when the old voices of fear try to call you back, when the weight of the past tries to press on your heart. But remember this, you are not who you used to be. Those chains are broken. The things that once held you captive have no power here. I have set you free, and freedom is your portion. Walk in it, breathe it in, let it settle into every part of you until you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are new. The journey ahead will not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. I do not promise a path without challenges, but I promise a presence that never leaves you. I will be with you in every step, in every breath, in every moment. When the winds rise, I will be your anchor. When the darkness tries to creep in, I will be your light. When your strength fails, I will carry you. You do not have to do this alone. You never have. There is a harvest coming from the seeds you have sown in tears. Every prayer, every act of faith, every step you took when you wanted to give up, it has all been seen and recorded in my heart. None of it is wasted. You will reap with joy what you planted in pain, and the joy will far outweigh the sorrow. This is my promise to you. I am not just calling you into a new season for your sake, but so that through you others may see my goodness. Your transformation will be a testimony, a living story of hope and redemption. People will see what I have done in your life and know that I am real, that I am faithful, that I am love. Your life will be a light, shining not because of your perfection, but because of my grace. Beloved, open your heart wide to receive what I am pouring out. Do not shrink back in fear or doubt. This is not a time to hide, but a time to rise. Rise in confidence, knowing that I go before you. Rise in peace, knowing that my plans for you are good. Rise in joy, knowing that the best is yet to come. I have written your story with my own hand, and every line is marked by love. You have wondered if you are ready, if you have what it takes. Let me assure you, readiness is not about having all the answers or feeling strong enough. Readiness is about willingness, and you are willing. You have said yes in the quiet moments when no one else was watching. You have chosen faith when it was the harder choice. You have kept walking when the road was heavy. That is enough. I will do the rest. Beloved, hear me now. You are stepping into a divine unfolding. The air around you is charged with promise. Heaven is leaning close, cheering you on. The time of hiddenness is over. The time of blooming is here. You will see beauty rise from the ashes of what once was. You will see rivers flow through the deserts of your heart. You will see doors swing wide where walls once stood. I am making a way, and nothing can stop it. This is your season, not because of what you have done, but because of who I am. Not because you have earned it, but because I have declared it. My word is final, and my word over your life is life, abundance, hope, and glory. I will not fail you. I never have, and I never will. So rise, beloved. Step forward, lift your eyes to me, and see the new horizon. The dawn has broken, and the light is here. Walk in it knowing that you are loved, chosen, and held. This is just the beginning. Beloved, I have watched the hidden places of your heart, the quiet rooms where your thoughts have whispered both fear and faith. I know the tension between what you hope for and what you have yet to see. I know the longing that lingers in the spaces where answers have not yet arrived. But I tell you, now, I am not silent. I am moving in ways you cannot yet comprehend. My plans for you are alive, breathing, unfolding even in the unseen places where your eyes cannot reach. I have told you before, and I will tell you again, nothing is wasted. Every moment, every breath, every tear has been gathered into my hands. I have seen the nights when exhaustion pressed into your bones, when your soul felt too heavy to rise, yet still you whispered my name. I saw that faith, small though it felt to you, and I have held it like a treasure. That faith has not gone unnoticed. It has been the key that opens doors you do not even realize are before you. The days of wondering if I am near, are fading. I am closer than your breath, nearer than the pulse within you. I am the strength you have felt when you thought you had none left. I am the peace that steadied you when everything around you shook. I am the voice that whispers to your heart when the noise of the world grows too loud. You have not been forgotten. You have been chosen, and I will not let go of what I have begun in you. Beloved, I have seen the fire you have walked through, the seasons where the heat of trial felt unbearable. You thought the flames would consume you, but I was with you there, shielding you, refining you. You are coming out of this fire not burned but brighter, stronger, purer. What tried to destroy you will become the very testimony that lifts you into a new level of freedom. My presence has been with you in every trial, and now I am lifting you into a place of victory that could not have been built any other way. Do not fear the newness I am calling you into. Change can feel overwhelming, but I am the constant that holds you steady through every shift. I have built this new season with care, shaping it around the strengths I have developed within you. Every weakness you have surrendered to me has become a place where my power now rests. You are not stepping into this next chapter empty. You carry wisdom from the waiting, strength from the struggles, and faith from the valleys you have crossed. You may look at yourself and see broken pieces, but I see the masterpiece I have been forming all along. I do not discard what is cracked. I fill it with my light. I do not ignore the wounds. I turn them into wells of compassion that overflow into the lives of others. I do not erase your story. I redeem it. Every line, every chapter, every scar becomes part of the beauty I am creating in you. Beloved, do not compare your journey to the paths of others. The story I have written for you is unique, marked by my hand and my heart. Comparison will only steal your peace. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right where you are meant to be. My timing is not your timing, but it is always perfect. Every delay has been an alignment, every detour a divine redirection. I am leading you, step by step, into the fullness of my promise. The weight you have carried is lifting. I am breaking off the heaviness that has pressed down on your spirit. Where there was sorrow, joy will rise. Where there was confusion, clarity will come. Where there was fear, peace will take root. I am not giving you a temporary reprieve. I am giving you a lasting renewal. This is not a fleeting moment of relief, but a complete transformation from the inside out. Can you feel it, beloved? The shift in the air, the stirring in your soul, that is the evidence of my spirit at work in you. I am calling you to see with new eyes, to listen with a heart tuned to my whispers. I am teaching you to recognize the signs of my hand in even the smallest details. You will see my fingerprints everywhere, on the doors that open, on the people I bring into your life, on the moments that seem too perfectly timed to be coincidence. These are not accidents, they are my orchestration. You are not walking this path alone. Heaven moves with you. Angels surround you, guarding your steps, carrying out assignments you cannot see. The battles you face in the unseen realm are already being won because my name is on your life. You belong to me, and nothing can snatch you from my hand. No weapon formed against you will prosper, and every voice that rises against you will fall silent in the light of my truth. Beloved, I am not simply calling you to survive. I am calling you to thrive, to flourish, to become a living testimony of my love and power. The joy that is coming will not just be for you, it will overflow to everyone around you. The healing I am bringing into your life will ripple outward, touching hearts you do not even know are watching. Your story will become a beacon of hope, not because it is perfect, but because it is marked by my grace. There will be moments when fear tries to whisper that this transformation is too big, that you are not ready, that you are not capable. But remember this, I am the one who equips you. I do not call the equipped, I equip the called. And you are called, you are chosen, you are mine. I will give you every tool you need, every word you need to speak, every step you need to take. You will not walk into this newness unprepared. Go of the need to see the entire path. Trust me with the next step. I will guide you, not with confusion, but with clarity that comes at the right time. You do not have to have it all figured out. You only need to stay close to me, to keep your heart open and your spirit willing. I will do the rest. My power is made perfect in your weakness, and my grace is sufficient for every challenge you face. Beloved, you are stepping into a season of abundance, not just of resources, but of peace, of joy, of love, the kind of abundance that flows from a heart anchored in me. You will find that the things you once thought mattered no longer hold the same weight. The fears that once bound you will lose their grip. You will discover a freedom that comes not from striving, but from resting in my presence. This freedom will teach you to breathe again, to dream again, to love without fear. You will no longer live with the heaviness of past mistakes or future anxieties. You will live fully in the now, knowing that I hold tomorrow in my hands. And in that knowledge, you will find a peace that no storm can shake. The days ahead will hold challenges, yes, but also victories that will remind you of my faithfulness. I will open doors you never expected, bring opportunities you never saw coming, and align connections that will carry you into the fullness of your calling. Do not have to force these things. They will come, not by your strength, but by my spirit. Beloved, hear me. The chapter you are stepping into is not just about you. It is about my glory being revealed through you. I will use your story to show others that I am real, that I am faithful, that I am love. Your life will become a light, not because you are flawless, but because you have allowed my light to shine through your cracks. The world needs what I have placed inside you. Do not hide it. Do not shrink back. This is your time to rise. Beloved, I have brought you through deserts and storms, not to leave you empty, but to fill you with treasures that cannot be taken away. You have endured seasons where the weight of waiting seemed endless, where silence felt louder than any answer you hoped for. Yet even in the silence I was speaking. Even when your heart felt numb, my presence surrounded you. I have never left you, and I never will. Every step of this journey has been leading to this moment of unveiling, where you will see with your own eyes what I have been building in the unseen. You have asked me, why so much waiting? Why so many closed doors? Beloved, the waiting was not punishment, it was preparation. I was stretching your roots deeper so that when the winds came, you would not be shaken. I was building strength in you, teaching you to trust me, not for what you could see, but for who I am. Your faith has grown in the soil of patience, and now it will bloom in ways you cannot yet imagine. What felt like delay was never denied, was alignment, a divine orchestration of timing that will make sense in the light of what I am doing now. I am calling you to step into this new season without fear. The past cannot hold you. The failures, the regrets, the doubts, they are shadows compared to the light of my love that now shines over you. You are not defined by what you have lost, but by what I am giving you now. I am restoring not only what was broken, but also what you never thought you could have. My restoration does not just repair, it multiplies. I take the fragments of your life and create something so beautiful, so whole, that it carries the marks of my glory. Beloved, I know there have been days when your faith felt like a whisper. When you wondered if I was listening, I have not just listened, I have responded in ways that go beyond what your heart could conceive. The answers may not always have looked like what you expected, But I promise you this, my ways are higher, my thoughts are greater, and every answer I have given has been born out of perfect love for you. You will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. You will see the fruit of your faith. You will see that nothing you have walked through has been in vain. There are places in your heart I am touching now. Places that have been numb with pain. I am breathing life into those places. What you thought would always remain broken is being healed. What you thought would always remain silent is beginning to sing again. My spirit is moving like a river through your soul, washing away the heaviness, refreshing what has grown weary, renewing what has grown dry. This is a season of refreshing, of awakening, of stepping into the fullness of who I created you to be. Beloved, you are my child, and my love for you is unshakable. I am not looking at you with disappointment or judgment. I am looking at you with delight. I see you not through the lens of your failures, but through the perfection of my Son, who gave everything so that you could walk in freedom. When I look at you, I see someone worth dying for. I see someone who carries my image, my light, my love. You are my beloved, and I take joy in calling you my own. I know that trust is not always easy, especially when you cannot see what is ahead. But I promise you this, I am already there. I go before you to prepare the way. I stand beside you to give you strength. I remain behind you to guard your path. You are never alone. You never have been. Even in the moments when you felt abandoned, I was there, holding your tears, whispering hope, guiding your steps. My presence is not something you need to earn. It is a gift I freely give because I love you. There will be voices that try to tell you that you are not enough, that your story is over, that your time has passed. But those voices are not mine. My voice calls you chosen, beloved, and worthy. My voice calls you to rise, to step out of the shadows of fear and into the light of my promise. My voice speaks life where there was death, hope where there was despair, and peace where there was chaos. Listen for my whisper in the stillness, for it is there that you will hear the truth. Beloved, I am inviting you into a deeper intimacy with me, to know my heart in ways you have never known before. I want you to see that my love is not distant, but present, not conditional, but eternal. I want you to walk in the confidence that comes from knowing that you are fully known and fully loved. There is nothing in you that surprises me. There is nothing in you that I cannot redeem. I know every part of your story, and I call every part of it good because I am using it to shape something beautiful. Do not be afraid of the unknown. The unknown is simply the place where my miracles dwell. It is the space where faith grows, where trust deepens, where your heart learns to rest in me. You do not need to have all the answers. Beloved, you only need to stay close to me, to take one step at a time, trusting that I will never let you fall. My hand is steady, my heart is sure, and my plans for you are filled with hope. You have prayed for breakthrough, and now the walls are falling. You have prayed for healing, and now the river of my spirit is flowing over every wound. You have prayed for peace, and now my presence will cover you like a shield. You will see the answers you have been waiting for, not because of your strength, but because of my faithfulness. I do not fail, I never have, and I never will. Beloved, I am doing something new. Can you sense it? The old things are passing away, and I am making all things new. You are not returning to who you once were. That chapter has closed. You are becoming who I have always known you to be: strong, radiant, filled with my spirit. You are stepping into a life marked by grace, by joy, by peace that surpasses understanding. The battles you have fought are behind you, and victory is rising before you. Lift your head, beloved. The dawn is here. The light is breaking through. The heaviness of the past is falling away, and you are stepping into freedom. Walk with confidence, knowing that I am with you. Walk with hope, knowing that the best is yet to come. Walk with joy, knowing that every promise I have spoken over your life is yes and amen. You will be a witness of my goodness, not just in words, but in the transformation of your life. You will shine like a city on a hill, a light that cannot be hidden. The world will see what I have done and know that I am real, that I am faithful, that I am love. Your story will bring hope to the weary, strength to the broken, and light to those who feel lost. Beloved, this is the moment. This is your season. Do not hold back. Do not let fear steal what I am giving you. Step forward, not in your strength, but in mine. My spirit will lead you, my love will sustain you, and my peace will guard your heart. You are never alone. You never have been, and you never will be. Beloved, breathe deeply and know this. You are home in my heart. Every tear, every longing, every step you have taken has brought you closer to this truth. I have been with you all along. I am the beginning of your story, and I am the one who will carry you to its beautiful end. You are not a fragment. You are not forgotten. You are my beloved. wrapped in a love that time cannot undo. Look to the horizon and see what I have prepared for you. The old shadows are fading, and the light of my presence is rising, warming every corner of your soul. You will not walk alone. You never will. The heavens have declared your new beginning, and all of creation leans in to see the story I am writing through you. Rest now, for my promises are already moving. What I have spoken over you cannot be broken. My grace surrounds you like the endless sky. My love holds you like the earth beneath your feet. The path ahead is filled with life, with joy, with hope that will never fade. You are my child, you are my delight, and I will be with you always, until the last breath of time and beyond. It's into eternity, where love never ends.